Scott Disick is very upset with Kim Kardashian, and here's the reason behind it. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Scott Disick is reportedly feeling really upset with Kim Kardashian, and it all seems to be tied to something that doesn't even directly involve her, but rather her ex-husband Kanye West. Although Scott and Kourtney Kardashian never got married during their long and public relationship, Scott has stayed close to the Kardashian family over the years. He's formed strong bonds with many of the sisters, especially Kim. They've celebrated birthdays, worked on shows together, and shared many family memories. But now, something Kanye has done has created serious tension, and Scott doesn't feel supported by Kim the way he expected. The problem started when Kanye went on a disturbing spree online, posting hateful and offensive content that deeply hurt a lot of people. Many of his posts targeted the Jewish community, and since Scott is Jewish, he took those remarks very personally. Even though Kim and Kanye have been divorced since 2023 and are no longer a couple, Scott still feels that Kim has a responsibility to speak out more strongly when her ex-husband behaves this way, especially because of how closely tied they all are as a family. While Kim has shown concern about Kanye's behavior before, this time she has remained quiet on the matter publicly, and that silence is what's upsetting Scott the most. According to people close to the situation, Scott expected Kim to clearly and firmly speak out after Kanye's latest posts, which were widely criticized as being hateful and inappropriate. Instead, she hasn't made any public statements, and Scott sees that as a big issue. Reports say Kanye's online activity in recent days has included deeply hurtful slurs and offensive content. He reportedly shared troubling messages, including anti-Jewish remarks, and his behavior eventually led to his social media accounts being deactivated. He was also in the spotlight recently for an inappropriate appearance at the Grammy Awards with his current wife. These incidents only added to the frustration Scott feels, because he thinks the children involved, especially Kim and Kanye's 4 kids, North, Saint, Chicago, and Psalm, are seeing all of this, and it's sending them a terrible message. Scott was raised in the Jewish faith, and to him, what Kanye has said feels like a personal attack. An insider told Daily Mail that he's been deeply hurt by the fact that Kim hasn't spoken out against Kanye's words this time around. According to this source, Scott has had enough of Kanye's behavior and can't understand why Kim, who used to speak up more clearly in the past, hasn't done so again now. The insider said that Kim's lack of public response feels like silence, and to Scott, that silence is almost as upsetting as the posts themselves. Back in 2022, Kanye had also posted hateful messages directed at the Jewish community. At that time, Kim did make a public statement. She said that hate speech was never okay and that she stood with the Jewish community. Her message was clear and strong, and it helped reassure a lot of people that she didn't support the hurtful things her ex-husband was saying. That's part of the reason Scott is so confused now. He's seen her speak up before, so he wonders why she's quiet this time. People close to the situation say Scott isn't the only one feeling uncomfortable. Others around Kim are also encouraging her to say something soon. They believe that if she addresses the situation now, she can help protect her kids and possibly even encourage Kanye to stop spreading hurtful messages. Some even think Kim has the power to step in and create a kind of intervention, a move that could help bring peace to the situation and possibly get Kanye the help he needs. Those closest to her believe this could be the best outcome for everyone involved, especially the children. It's important to understand that this isn't just about drama or disagreements between adults. What worries Scott the most is the impact all of this could have on the kids. All of them are old enough now to understand what's going on around them. They can see things online, hear what people are saying, and feel the tension within the family. Scott reportedly feels that Kanye's behavior sets a very bad example, and he wants the people closest to the children, including Kim, to do more to guide them in the right direction. Even though Kim hasn't responded publicly this time, reports say she has put boundaries in place when it comes to Kanye's involvement with their children. She's being careful about how and when he can see them, especially considering his recent actions. This shows that she's concerned, even if she hasn't voiced those concerns on social media. Still, for someone like Scott who's seen himself as part of the Kardashian family for so many years, the silence from Kim and the rest of the family is hard to accept. It's not just about right or wrong, it's about speaking up when something serious is happening. Scott believes that when someone makes hateful comments, especially towards a group of people who have faced so much pain in history, it's important to say something. And he expected Kim, given her influence and her past actions, to do that. This situation isn't just personal. It has broader meaning because of how public these people's lives are. The Kardashians are some of the most watched, followed, and talked about celebrities in the world. Their words, actions, and even their silence carry weight. When someone with that much attention chooses not to speak, people notice. That's why Scott's frustration feels so intense, because it's not just about family, it's about using your voice in the right way. As things stand now, people close to Kim say she's thinking about how to handle the situation. She's being careful, possibly trying to protect her kids and avoid making things worse. But others argue that saying nothing can sometimes make things worse too. When harmful messages are spreading, staying silent can be seen as accepting them, even if that's not the intention. There's also the issue of how this might affect the Kardashian family's image going forward. They've built their brand on being open with their fans, sharing their personal struggles, and standing up for what they believe in. When one of them is silent during a difficult moment, it stands out. Scott feels that silence is damaging, not just to the family's public image but to the trust and values they claim to represent. Ultimately, this isn't just a story about disagreements within a famous family. It's a deeper issue about how people use their influence and what responsibility comes with having such a big voice. Scott, like many others, believes that being quiet during a time of crisis sends the wrong message. And while Kim may have her reasons for holding back, the pressure is growing for her to take a stand, not just for Scott or for herself, but for the children and the millions of people who look up to her. So far, Kim has stayed silent publicly. But with more people urging her to speak, and with the effects of Kanye's behavior continuing to make headlines, the pressure may be too strong to ignore for much longer. Whether she decides to speak out or not, this moment will likely shape how people view her actions moving forward. For Scott, though, the disappointment is already there. He feels let down by someone he's always considered family. And that feeling may not be so easy to fix. It's important to understand that this isn't just about drama or disagreements between adults. What worries Scott the most is the impact all of this could have on the kids. All of them are old enough now to understand what's going on around them. They can see things online, hear what people are saying, and feel the tension within the family. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.